Good evening, guys, and welcome to Midnight Reiki. My name is Jamie, and tonight we're going to be doing a post-full moon session to kind of clear out the energetic cobwebs before the buck full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you can connect here to our selenite. You can connect to the sound of my voice. You can connect via eye contact, and we're also going to do an energy merge. If that sounds like you can go ahead and connect now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to ask that angelic Reiki energy to settle through your entire energy field, your entire physical body, your mental body, and your emotional body. And we're going to ask it to very gently, very delicately cleanse and clear any stagnant energy, any old energy. There have been a lot of big cycles being released recently, and I'm hearing that there's like energetic threads woven through that go really deep, and for some of you those are being pulled out kind of slowly. So you're being asked to be very gentle with yourself and give yourself time and space for those little wounds to heal, where it's almost like I'm seeing like a poisonous root, sort of. Oh, I wonder if that has to do with a message that came through earlier that was directed at someone who, I'm going to say trigger warning, because I know there's a lot of people that are in this position who are recovering from religion. And that's not an attack on religion at all, but there are, groups of people that don't have everyone's best interest at heart, and they can be controlling and manipulative, and we have to heal when we get out of groups like that. And there was a message coming through for someone who was in the energy of considering atheism. And the message was, instead of considering atheism while you heal, if you're interested, if you're up for it, why not consider omnism, which is the belief that there's truth to all faiths and belief systems, as opposed to none, to nothing, to atheism. So I'm not sure who that's for, but I'm omnistic. And the reason for that is actually this work that I do. When I used to do private sessions all of the time, we'd ask people who they would like to show up for their session. And because I worked with people from so many different faiths and religions, I had a lot of different answers to that question. And as someone who works with those consciousnesses and energies as they come through for my clients and for the collective, I can count on one hand the number of times those energies that were asked to show up for love and support, those consciousnesses, how many times they didn't show up. They were always there. Didn't matter what religion it was from, didn't matter, it didn't matter. They all showed up, so I work with all of them. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to dive into every religion, but instead of going the nothing route and closing yourself off, maybe give yourself a chance to experience different ways of believing, and different things to believe in. You might find something that suits you a little better, I think, is what was intended. Why do I feel so out of focus here? Out of focus, just off center. All right, anyway, what else was coming up? Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. Let's keep clearing that energy out. So if you are healing from a foundational, like a tower moment, something like realizing the religion you believed in since you were a kid doesn't actually support who you are, your lifestyle, or what you believe, or, finding out that maybe someone that you trusted didn't have your best interest for a good chunk of your life, and now you have to reassess. So there's things like that going on with this collective, and that's not for everyone, but there are quite a few people, it seems, having that sort of big tower moments that are being facilitated in what's trying to be a delicate and graceful way. That's not to say it's not an emotional way. Absolutely, if you need to have a violent cry day, have a violent cry day. When I was in high school, a friend of mine and I, at least once a month, we'd sit down and we'd watch a bunch of sad movies over the weekend, and we'd just cry all weekend and just let it out. Just get all that gunk out. Even if we didn't know why we were crying and had no reason to be upset. Every time it was a whole weekend of just letting go, and it felt so amazing. And it felt great afterwards. And it was nice to have somebody to do it with, but if you don't, that is okay. Or if you don't like to do that in front of other people, I know not everyone likes to be, that's weird. Somebody having problems with their hearing. Oh, auditory gifts are coming in. So if you're having, I completely interrupted myself. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry. If you're having, what is the word? Not toning, but that's what's coming through. Ringing, or, I don't know how to explain that. Funny feelings, numbness almost in your ears. You could have auditory gifts that are coming online. That is another big collective theme right now, is gifts coming online or becoming stronger. And it's a good idea going through these kinds of things to seek out community, whether that's a group that you're already a part of, someone online, someone you're close to. Dealing with spiritual awakenings and divine gifts and that sort of thing are amazing, and they're beautiful, amazing tools for our lives, but they can be scary and they can be overwhelming. So make sure that you have, an outlet of some kind while you're going through this. And if all you can do is journal, then all you can do is journal. If that's what's getting you through, get it out somehow. If you're feeling that way, not everyone is. Some people have been through this a bunch of times and they're like, I got it. And some people have been through it a bunch of times and they're like, I still don't got it. Sometimes I'm there. It's different every time. Okay, guys. Think about anything else you want to release. I know the full moon is for releasing, but this one's going to have a little more of a kick, an outward kick instead of an inward kick. So we're going to release now. Okay. Let's go ahead and anchor in that cleansing energy and remove any leftover debris down into Gaia. Okay, guys. All clean. Pull that angelic Reiki energy back and disconnect. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.